3 months ago, I received a letter addressed to myself from a man purporting to be from China. He told me that he was a financial advisor and that he worked for the Nanjing Bank, and that a man, supposedly Alfred Jones, who had recently died, left money to the sum of $8.3 million in a Chinese bank with no will or heir. He was the only person who was aware of this, and would I be interested in proceeding with steps to obtain a share of the money? What captured my interest and impulse to reply was the fact that we had had several letters from Mr. A. Jones come to the house, so the name had definitely been registered at this address at some point, and the letter stated that because of sharing the same last name and living at the same address that A. Jones had lived in, I could inherit the money. The man didn't want any details from myself. He just wanted to know if I wanted to go ahead with the process of claiming this money. Out of curiosity, and I must admit greed, I emailed back and agreed. He said he would send the money if I gave him a percentage of the money that was left by Alfred. Even though I felt suspicious of such contact, the fact that the person seemed to know my address and written me a personal letter which has been sent through the Royal Mail added to my interest. Over the following months, the man at the bank, Mr. Chang, emailed me several times. I had official documents or purported official documents from Chinese banks, from solicitors, from a court judgment, and from a court telling me that I had inherited $8.3 million. Because Alfred had left money without leaving a will, if the money wasn't claimed within so many months, the Chinese government would take it off, wanting to apply subtle pressure to get me to do things. I also had letters describing his family, photographs of himself. He did give me a phone number in Hong Kong and an address that I checked on Google. It seemed to be a shopping complex in the centre of Hong Kong. I then became very suspicious because he claimed to have used solicitors, which are a large group of international solicitors. When I checked on the internet, Chang Neil was spelt incorrectly on the documents he'd sent me. I couldn't imagine an international solicitors firm allowing stationery to be sent out with their name spelt incorrectly. I then looked at the official documents of the bank, which were correctly stamped with logos, etc., and checked this on the internet and nothing seemed out of place. But then I noticed a tiny piece of writing at the bottom of the letter about the Nanjing Bank, which was again spelt incorrectly. I then concluded this was a scam. Ceased communicating with this person, changed my bank details, registered with CFAS, which is a governmental anti-fraud agency, and it's a classic scam. Of course, I had no knowledge of this before I researched the subject. I was never truly suckered in, but it did cause a lot of stress having to sort out details. This person went to extreme lengths to hoodwink me. Subsequently to all this going on, I had a phone call from AOL who asked me my mother's maiden name. I didn't believe this was AOL because they never asked these details over the phone, and it's the second most common thing to know about after your date of birth to give access to accounts. So I went through and changed my secret question from my mother's maiden name. I had heard of ID theft, as we have had cards cloned in the past. I'm still shocked at the lengths these people will go to scam you.